In mixed martial arts, there are very few rules. No nut shots, no cage grabs, no eye pokes, no inhalers, just to name a few. At least that's how it's written. In the cage, however, you can pretty much do whatever you want. MMA referees always let a nut shot or an eye poke slide here and there, and sometimes they give a fighter a complimentary cage grab or two, or in last Saturday's case, 12. In the midst of the super stacked Holly Holm prelims, Tucker Lutz and Melsik last name pretty much fought without a referee. In the first round, Melsik showed beautiful takedown defense. Haters will say it's because he had all 5 fingers in the cage, but I think that makes it even more impressive. Referee Jacob Montalvo pulled his hand out just for Melsik to jerk away and put his fingers right back in to stop the takedown. That's called dedication, folks. In the next round, Melsik landed an absolutely beautiful uppercut right on Tucker's penis. This resulted in the referee giving Melsik a very stern talking to, but no point deduction. But Melsik did not learn his lesson. 6 seconds into the third round, Melsik stuck not 1 but 2 fingers into Tucker's eye. This caused Jacob Montalvo to finally put his foot down and give Melsik his 4th warning. But this time, he raised his voice. This caused Melsik to really think about his actions and stop cheating for a whole 2 minutes. Tucker scored a takedown halfway through the third round and proceeded to do that weird mermaid thing with his legs, but Melsik had an answer for this: grabbing the fence. He grabbed the cage with his left hand, but Jacob Montalvo is a professional, no-nonsense referee, and he wasn't going to let this slide. He immediately pulled Melsik's hand out of the cage, but Melsik is no rookie either. He immediately went to the other side and grabbed the cage with his right hand. And this is where Montalvo proved why he is the GOAT. He caught Melsik red-handed and slapped another perfectly executed warning on him. Every time Melsik cheated, he got caught. Things were looking grim, and he considered fighting fairly for the rest of the fight. But then he thought to himself, what does John Jones do when he gets caught cheating? Do it one more time. Melsik capped the fight off by clinching Tucker. Tucker, being the stronger man, almost reversed the clinch, but Melsik grabbed the cage like his life depended on it, allowing him to land a devastating knee to Tucker's midsection. While most sensible referees would have given a point deduction 4 fouls ago, Montalvo was on a mission. He instead shattered the record for warnings giving in a single fight with yet another, hey, don't do that. Melsik went on to win the fight while cheating close to 10 times with no punishment. Tucker is really going to be kicking himself when he watches this fight back and realizing that he didn't cheat one single time. What an idiot. But Montalvo wasn't a one-man show last night. In the very next fight, McKinney landed a takedown against Sadikov with little to no resistance. He then transitioned to the back and dominantly held a position for the rest of the round. At this point, things did not look good for Nazim. How could he possibly win transitions with this guy on the ground? The answer was simple: cheat. In the next round, Terrence initiated another grappling exchange. As the men were at a stalemate fighting for dominant position, Nazim pulled out his secret weapon: cage grabs. He grabbed the fence 3 times within 10 seconds. The third time, Keith Peterson even hilariously struggled to get his hand out. All jokes aside, if this isn't grounds for a point deduction or at the very least a stand-up, why does this rule even exist? Keith Peterson was like, hey, let go, and Nazim was like, hold on, let me get this dominant position right quick. Roughly 15 seconds after this, Nazim won the fight by submission. In all fairness, it is kind of hard to blame the referees from this last Saturday, as they were all probably distracted by the magnitude of Holly Holm main eventing again. But at some point, I really think the commission has to come together and set some hard rules. Right now, fighters are going to have to start doing homework and film study on what referee is calling their fight. I mean, we have seen Herb Dean take a point away for a single cage grab, and on the other hand, we've seen Keith Peterson quite literally arm wrestle with a fighter instead of giving them a punishment. The referee is supposed to be there to enforce the rules, but right now, all of them kind of just pick and choose when and what rules matter to them. And we are the only sport that has this issue. Like, imagine if in football, a player on defense lined up off sides and sacked the quarterback. The refs wouldn't be like, okay, we're going to let that one count, but just don't let that happen again. No, what they would do is they would give a penalty because that's how rules work. Because if you don't have punishments for penalties, then you don't really have rules. They become more like suggestions. Right now in MMA, there is pretty much no reason to follow the rules. But anyways, that's what I'm mad about today. Thanks for watching.